Hi everybody. Okay, this question says that Sophia is paid a base salary plus commission every month, okay, for working in an electronics store. Now, 2 months ago, her sales totaled $10,200 and she was paid $3,330. Last month, her sales totaled, it says right here, $9,260 and she was paid $3,189. So now on the grid, we're going to plot the two ordered pairs and join them to represent this information. Okay, so it looks to be like this is down here is going to be her sales, and this will be her pay. Okay, in both cases we're talking about money here. Now, what have we got here? 10,200. She got 3,330. So I don't know. Let's maybe say that's right here. This is 10,200. And so up here, that's going to be somewhere right here. And this is going to be 3,330. And then she got paid 9,260, so it's going to be like over here. Or sorry, she sold 9,260. Actually, I didn't give myself enough room down there. So this is going to be sales. And right here, this would be 9,260. And somewhere up here, and that's going to be, now it's not actually all that much lower than that. It's actually going to be quite close. And so this will be up here at 3,189. And so if we connect these dots here, it's going to look something like that. Okay? All we want here is just some representation of this data. This is how much she gets paid. This is how much she sells here. Now, again, notice that the points, okay, we're quite a bit further apart here than we are here. It kind of tilts the line. At some point, we're going to hit right here. Now, this is going to be her salary when she doesn't sell anything. So that's going to be her base salary right there. Now, let's thinking about that. Let's move on and calculate the slope of the line and explain what the slope represents. Okay. Well, slope is going to be the vertical change. Now, we have decided, and I think it's pretty clear, that her pay is the dependent variable. So this is going to end up being, of the 2 points here, we're going to take 3,330, and we'll subtract the 3,189. Okay, and we are going to divide that by the difference in the total, in the sales, the independent variable, and to make those correspond, this has got to be 10,200 minus 9,260. So I'll go to my trusty calculator here so that I don't make any huge errors. So the numerator will become 141, and the denominator is going to be 940. And now I'm going to put that as a decimal because I have a suspicion as to what this is representing. And when I do that, I'm going to get that the answer is not even approximately, it's exactly 0.15. Now, what does it represent here? Well, the slope here is the change in the dependent variable over the change in the independent variable. That's going to be pay, okay, related to her sales. And I'm getting this decimal here. What that is, and I hope that's pretty clear here, this is her percent commission, okay? What this means here is she gets a 15% commission on her sales. That's what that means. And if you think about it, you think about how the equation works with the mx plus b. Yeah, this is going to be the multiplier. You're going to multiply this by her sales. And when it's a decimal like that, yeah, that is a percent calculation. So that makes perfect sense here. Oh, I already jumped the gun here. So the next question was state as a percent the rate of commission Sophie is paid. Oh, okay, 15%. Now, what is her base monthly salary, and how does this relate to the graph? Well, we've mentioned this before. This will be the y-intercept. Okay, it's going to be the y-intercept of the graph. So now what I got to do is I got to figure out what that is. So right now, what I might do with this is based on the information that I've got, I might come up with the equation in point slope form. It doesn't really matter which point I use, so maybe I would set it up like this. I'll say y minus 3330 is going to equal 0.15, my slope, times x minus 10,200. Okay, now I am going to be a little bit lazier here than I might have been in the past here. I'm looking for the y-intercept, okay? The y-intercept occurs where x is equal to 0. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make x 0, and then I'm going to bring over this 3,330, and I'm going to solve for that real quick here. So this is going to become y is equal to 0.15 times negative 10,200, okay, because I went 0 minus that, because I'm letting x go to 0, and then I'm going to add the 3,330. And I will go to my calculator, and I'll do that right now. So it's going to be 0.15 times negative 10,200 plus 3,330. And I get a nice number, 1,800. So this is her base salary. Okay, so every month she gets $1,800 plus 15% commission. So now to write the equation in this form right here, her earnings, I'm sure that's what the E meant here is going to be 0.15 times her sales, and then she gets this base salary of $1,800. Good. That's what we're looking for here. That's the equation we're looking for. All right, and in this next question, it says in June her sales were $11,400. Calculate her total earnings. Okay, well we have the equation from the previous question there. So earnings was 0.15 times sales plus 1,800. This is just a matter of plugging in 11,400 into sales. So 0.15 times 11,400 plus 1,800. This is really just calculator work. So go to the calculator, 0.15 times 11,400. Oops. Sorry, I misentered that. 11,400 plus 1,800, and I get that she earned $3,510. Okay, now in this question we're told that her rate of commission is going to be increased by 1%. Now, all that means is we're going from 15% to 16%. Okay? And then her total earnings are going to be $80 less than they were in June. And we want to figure out what the total sales are, the corresponding sales here. Okay, well now she made $80 less than she did in June. Okay, well that's going to be, now remember in the previous question here, her total earnings were $3,510. We're going to take 80 off of that, meaning that she's going to earn 3,430. And then we know that her commission is going to be 16%. And now there's been nothing stated about base salary, so we're going to assume the base salary stays the same here. So we get 3,430 is going to equal 0.16 of her sales plus 1,800. There are two terms here, but one of them doesn't have the variable in it, so let's move that over. So we're going to get 3,430 minus 1,800. We're going to get 1,630 is equal to 0.16 times your total sales. And now to get rid of that coefficient, we just divide. So our sales here will be 1,630 over 0.16. So I'll just go to my calculator, and her sales in this particular scenario will be $10,187.50. Whoops, sorry.